Bhubaneswar. There is something going wrong terribly, Chief Justice of the Orissa High Court, Justice S. Muralidhar, said on December 13 while hearing a case on wildlife protection days after a poached elephant's carcass was burnt by Forest Department officials in Sankalp, one of the largest tiger reserves in the state. Thus far in 2022, the state has seen 12 cases where Forest Department personnel have allegedly been involved in hiding instances of elephant poaching by burning or burying the carcasses. In almost every case, action against the erring officials was initiated on directions of the Orissa High Court. There also appears to be a spurt in poaching of big cats such as tigers and leopards in the state, government data shows. This has been a very bad year for elephants in Orissa, perhaps the worst year. There is something going wrong terribly. We are reacting to a situation all the time, but not preventing anything from happening, remarked Muralidhar while conducting an emergency hearing on a PIL filed by a wildlife activist Geeta Raut, seeking amendment to the Wildlife Protection Act, 1972 on the lines of the Wildlife Protection, Assam Amendment, Act 2009 to add more teeth to wildlife crime control efforts. The amendment brought in by Assam government increased jail term for wildlife crimes to a minimum of 7 years, which can be extended to 10 years. For subsequent offences, the term of imprisonment would not be less than 10 years and may extend for life. Raut's PIL was filed after a 25-year-old tusker was found dead with gunshot wounds in a tiger forest division of Cuttack district in July. In June, in the same forest division, bones and carcasses of 5 elephants were found buried by the Orissa Police's Special Task Force, revealing a cover-up to hide elephant deaths by poaching. Alarmed by the findings, the Orissa High Court in August constituted a joint task force comprising members of the Forest Department, Orissa Police, and wildlife activists to recommend deterrents for elephant poaching. Meanwhile, the Union Environment Ministry on June 16 shot off a letter to the Principal Chief Conservator of Forests, Wildlife, the top wildlife official in the state, on the action taken by the State Forest Department on the elephant poaching case in a tiger forest division and in other such cases in the state in recent times. It was only after the intervention of the High Court that 9 Forest Department officials, including 2 rangers, were arrested in June and July on the charge of suppressing information, and 35 poachers were separately arrested by the Special Task Force of Orissa Police. All the arrested forest officials were suspended, but a few of them were later reinstated, said Assistant Conservator of Forests Ghanshyam Murali.